Hey, Awkward Situation Team. Happy Friday. A lot of you are going into fall break this weekend, is that right? You lucky ducks. I already had mine, and I've got like tests and projects and stuff now. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Getting into the election fever. Isn't that like 3 weeks? It's pretty exciting. For Erica's challenge, my memory of Drew would be the time that we were at the Rose Parade, and it was him and me and Patrick Farrell and Scott Richter in a room. And Drew and I were just little 8th graders with these, was it a sophomore and a senior? Is that what they were back then? The old guys, they knew what they were doing, but Drew and I didn't. That was pretty cool. And for my memory of Erica, it would be a very recent one. The time when you helped me figure out how and like what kind of flowers I should get Bonnie, because I had no idea because I'm just a stupid boy. And she was really helpful and nice, and she saved my butt. And so that, I think, is a really great memory of Erica. Recent but great. For Krista, I remembered the time that I was going to drive you to lunch, and I had just gotten my license and my 90 days weren't up, and so Veronica comes running up and she goes, "Krista, don't ride with him, his 90 days aren't up." And then you're like, "What?" I had no idea, but you totally knew. And Veronica didn't get that you were kidding, and so she berated me later. She was like, "John, how could you lie to Krista like that?" She was joking. That was pretty funny. For Matt, I had the time that he and I were partners in physics class, and we had to make a boat, and we both were kind of lazy, and the boat turned out pretty well though. But our theme was lame. We were the ninjas, so we had an entirely black boat, and we all wore black, and we had the ninja boat. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And for Logan, I have another really recent one. It would be the time that we were on Skype and we had like a long discussion about like theology and philosophy. And I think that kind of shows the kind of person Logan is. You know, I think he and I are both very thoughtful people, and we have deep thoughts sometimes. It's good to be able to discuss those with someone. For Jessica, I thought about all the great parties she would have, like the bonfires, and then there was the murder mystery, and those were really cool. And also the time that she texted me to ask Bonnie to prom, even though I didn't figure out that it was her for like until she told me. But yeah, definitely major props to you for that one. And finally for Bonnie, I had the time that we went and saw Juno, and that was really great. And also the time just last week, or I guess this week, when you sent me that disc with a slideshow of pictures of us for my birthday, because that was the best thing, and that was awesome. So yeah, props to Erica for always coming up with great challenges. That one was really good, and like, they've all been good. And Music Week, keep it up, Erica. Keep the challenge train rolling. So I guess I have one awkward story for you from this week. I've probably told several of you now. I had to go to the doctor at the Purdue Student Health Center because I had like a gross infected blister thingy. You don't want to hear about it. It's gross. But like, the doctor had to give me like 5 shots in my big toe. And it really hurt. And I was like swearing. I was like, "Oh my god." And then rattled off swear words, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, that just really hurt." And he's like, "You did fine." And John McCain was my doctor. The guy looked just like John McCain. And then later, like after he had finished like cutting me up, it was also gross, he was like, are you okay? You look really sweaty and like pale." And I was like, "Yeah, you kind of stabbed me 10 times with a needle that really hurt, and I don't like needles very much, so it's understandable." So he made me like wait around until he thought that I wasn't gonna like faint the minute I stood up. So yeah, that was a fun time. Still got a bandage on my toe. That's pretty great. Yeah, that's my awkward story. It's not really that awkward, but it was painful. That's my painful story. But yeah, that's all I've got for this week. I don't want my video to get long like Matt's and Erica's, so I'm stopping it there. Have a great week.